Now we'll go to another way of learning vocabulary. See, till now we've been thinking about Greek and Latin root words, affixes and suffixes. But there are a few words which do not have these roots. You cannot trace them back to certain origins. They are just different ways, better ways, with subtle meanings. Let's see, I'm going to give you a certain word and we're going to explore the different ways of expressing this particular emotion, or particular thought, or particular feeling. Just look at this word. The word is beautiful. So it's very simple. Everybody understands the word beautiful. But when it comes to vocabulary and different ways of expressing the single word beautiful, so you have a host of various words, vocabulary words, and you should understand it's just not saying very, very beautiful and excellent and very beautiful. There are other ways of also expressing this quality. So gorgeous. Gorgeous means very attractive, extremely beautiful. Flamboyant. Flamboyant is extravagant dress, and the display is very grand. Then you say it's flamboyant. So from this flamboyant you get these words foppish and dandy. Foppish and dandy are people who give excessive importance to dress. Even if they have to go out of their home, they see that they are intact and in fully dressed. So they are negative connotations, foppish and dandy, right? So it gives you are too much into just dressing. Pulchritude. Pulchritude has a very positive connotation. It means being very neat, very elegant, right? Graceful. Yes, when you want to state these ideas, graceful, neat, and very a very positive word. This pulchritude. Then exquisite. Exquisite beauty. Exquisite means something that is appealing to your senses. Yes, something that is very attractive. Luscious. So luscious, you can say that our college, ESET, is situated among luscious fields. Something that is green and thriving and beautiful. Yes, luscious. Also appealing to your senses. So elegant is with grace. Yes, elegance. You find certain people are flamboyant, some of them are foppish, some of them are elegant, graceful, neat. Yes, so charming. Charming is also fascinating. You're just attracted. You just cannot take away your eyes. You're just engrossed in the person. That is charming. And fascinating. It's very close to charming. Fascinating also, you're just fascinated. You're just attracted. Yes, and it's also appealing. Now, when these are a few words which you can express when you speak of this quality, beautiful. Yes, so there are lots more words. You just have to find out the synonyms for the word beauty, synonyms for gorgeous. You'll find a lot of words, and if you know these words, you would have mastered a vocabulary. Yes, and when pulchritude is given, you know what it is actually, so it's easy to find out the answer, to pick the answer. So if this is beautiful, the various degrees of beauty, the various subtle shades of beauty. Now, mediocre and homely. Yes, this means very normal. When you say a person, she is homely or he is homely, homely means very normal looking, right? So mediocre is average, right? So after observing, learning about the different adjectives, different ways of describing the quality beauty, let's move on from the least, that is different vocabulary words that you can use to express ugly. Is not so appealing. Let's see all those words now. Yes, so after observing those beautiful words describing actually the different shades of beauty and attractiveness, let's move on to the different shades of ugliness. Yes, there are many things that are ugly, and it's just not saying it is disgusting and ugly and very, very ugly. Let's see the other ways, other words that can be used. Hideous. Hideous means something that is very, very ugly. It was a hideous sight. Yes. And grim and bleak. Grim and bleak is something that's very dull, very dark. Now, if you see these horror movies and they show you the setting where it is very bleak and grim, right? Forlorn and that kind. Grisly is frightful. Probably when you see a very, not very good incident or accident or something, that's very grisly, very frightful. Grotesque. Grotesque means something that is distorted. Maybe you see a building which is grotesque, that is, it's not neat, it's not built well. You have these old castles where you have these horror movies being taken, where the building is grotesque. It's it is bulging in and out, and it's not at all appealing. Monstrous. Monstrous is like a monster. Yes, you've seen all these English movies where how the monsters are, they're very disgusting. Nauseous. Nauseous is sometimes you see something very ugly and that you feel like throwing up or vomiting. Nauseous, causing nausea. Yes. Then repugnant, abhorrent. Repugnant, abhorrent is you just hate, it's against the idea. Horrendous. Horrendous is also something that is very repulsive, that is very ugly. Loathsome. Yes, you just hate it. Yes, you just hate it, you just can't bear the sight of it. That is loathsome. Yes. Now, fetid and putrescence. Now, this is related to ugliness, but it's related to the smell, right? Fetid is, it's bad smell. And putrescence is also a bad odor, but it is related to, decaying of vegetables and fruits. Yes. Then when something is decaying, you get a bad smell. That is called putrescence. See, so just instead of saying ugliest and very ugly, you can use any of these: hideous, grim, bleak, grisly, grotesque, monstrous, nauseous, repugnant, abhorrent, horrendous, loathsome, fetid, and putrescence. Just look at the number of words to express one single idea: ugly. Yes. So we've learned a few words, wonderful words expressing the quality beauty, and very good vocabulary words expressing the quality ugly. So let's move on to learn about words. We just say somebody talks loudly and somebody talks very clearly, and different ways to express one's speech and talking. So let's observe a few words now. Yes, so now let's observe the different vocabulary words that is related to talk. So you can say some of them talk nicely, some of them talk boringly, and some of them talk very, very nicely. Yeah. So let's see different ways of talking, right? So garrulous. Garrulous is a person who speaks too much. Yes, in continuation, somebody who's who speaks a lot. So let's see their subtle differences between these also. So verbose. Verbose is using a lot of words to express a certain idea. Yes, that is verbose, with lots of words. Loquacious. Loquacious is a person who continuously speaks on a topic in which that person is only interested. Nobody else is interested. So somebody who speaks on trivial matters of personal interest. Spate. Spate is, it's overflow. When you say the river is in spate, it means it is in overflow. So spate of words means speaking too many words. Continuous. Raucous. Raucous is making a kind of a loud noise a kind of disturbing. Probably, if you're writing your exam and you find somebody in the corridor speaking loudly. Yes, so he's creating a ruckus. Harang. Harang is, it is like speaking very, very loudly. Yes, giving a huge, long speech. Yes, that is harang. So, when you speak on the stage or when you give a lecture, yes, if it's a very long speech, it is harang. So, it's all negative connotations actually. Then, laconic. Laconic is a person who speaks very less words. They are so less that they do not deliver the idea at all. Yes, so it's also not interesting at all. So, that is laconic. Now, you've seen a lot of negative connotations. So, let's observe this word succinct. So, succinct is speaking very well, communicating very well, using the right number of words, being very clear. So, it is a positive word. Now, insinuate. Insinuate is you speak to somebody, you try to poison the mind, give negative ideas. Yes, that is insinuate. Right? Babble, prattle, blabber. Yes, these are all words, these are all ways of speaking where, see, when you speak of blabber, don't blabber, speak clearly. Blabber is, making sounds, speaking which is not at all clear. Yes, sometimes when suddenly the teacher, you're talking and you're doing some mischief and the teacher just asks you to answer a question, you start blabbering. Right? So, babble. Babble is, a child, when the child speaks, a baby who is learning to speak, baby babbles. That is, it's not clear. Prattle is also that kind of a sound which is not very clear and it is noisy. Buzz. Buzz is a continuous humming sound, like the buzz of the bee. Right? Whisper. Whisper, it is very low sound. Yes, only when you want a certain person to listen, then you whisper. Right? So, these are all different words related to speaking, talking. Garrulous. Garrulous is speaking too much, using lots of words. Verbose, again using lots of words. Loquacious, speaking too much on a topic, on some trivial topic of self-interest. Spate, when you have too many, you start talking and you just occupy the center stage. Raucous is disturbing. You speak loud and you disturb somebody's activity. Harangue is giving a long, dry speech. Laconic. Laconic is speaking very less, using very less amount of words and it's not clear. The idea is not taken. Succinct is, it is speaking very clearly, yes, using the right number of words. Insinuate, spreading, poisoning the mind of the other person. Babble, prattle is unclear words. Blabber is when you fall short of words and you're not able to express things. A kind of a continuous sound, a humming sound is buzz. Whisper is very low, when only a person next to you can understand. Yes, so these are some of the different vocabulary words that are related to talk. In our next list of vocabulary learning, let's compare two ideas or two words, big and small. Yes, so let's find a host of vocabulary words related to big and score of vocabulary words related to small. So big, capacious. Capacious is it's very like having a lot of capacity. You can say that the building is capacious. Commodious is having a lot of room, a big room. You can say that the suite is commodious, having a lot of room, space. So humongous is an American American English informal word saying that something is huge. Yes, that was a humongous task, very big task. So huge, it's big. Immense is something, it gives me immense pleasure, you say. So that means it gives you a lot of pleasure. Mammoth. You know what a mammoth is, an animal, no? The huge elephant. Yes. So mammoth, that was a mammoth task. Yes. Getting a job in an MNC is a mammoth task. So you might say that it's a very big task. Colossal. Colossal is generally, used in relation to buildings. You can say the pyramids in Egypt are colossal. It's very big. Gigantic. So like a giant. That's also very big. Yes. So words related to big are capacious, commodious, humongous, huge, immense, mammoth, colossal, and gigantic. So let's see words that are related to small. You would have heard of lean, slim, slender. So lean is a negative connotation. That is, you're not healthy. Yes, you're a lean person. These are lean days. That is, you don't have resources, you don't have what you need. So lean is thin. Slim is being fit and also thin. Yes, slender. Slender is being flexible. You can say this. This stem is slender. Something that can be bent. Yes, lithe, limber, supple. Yes, these three words. You can relate it to acrobats. People you find in circus where their bodies are very flexible. Yes, they can move themselves. They are very flexible and they can, those words are attributed to acrobats. Lithe, limber, supple. Then skinny. Skinny is not a positive word. Yes, you are very thin and skinny. Yes, minute. Minute is small. Microscopic is still very small. Miniature. So you have miniature paintings. Yes, miniature drawings. Yes, they are small. Meager. Meager, sparse, and paltry. These three words can be, related to resources and money. How can the poor man live with this meager amount of money? Yes. We have sparse rains. Very less, little. Paltry. This paltry sum is given to the farmer. So paltry allowance, very little. Compact. This apartment is compact. Yes, compact is small, closed. Yes, something that is handy. Portable. You can say that this computer is portable. Yes, so more probably this cycle is portable. Yes, portable is something that you can fold and you can take wherever you go. Yes, bijo. Bijo is something related to, you can use it for describing an apartment and also describing piece of jewelry. Maybe a ring, a finger ring, which is delicately and intricately, carved and worked. That is, which is very light, dainty, elegant, and small. Yes, something that is elegant, graceful, dainty. Yes, so bijo, right? So now words related to small. Lean, slim, slender, lithe, limber, supple. So lithe, limber, supple, I said, is related to acrobatics. Skinny, negative connotation. Minute, microscopic. Miniature, paintings, remember. Meager, sparse, paltry are amounts, related to amounts of money or whatever it is. Compact and portable, that which is which can be carried. Yes, bijo, related to apartment as well as jewelry. You should know that when you pronounce English words, its vocabulary is one and pronunciation is the other, where you find that most of the vowels in certain words, because of their origins of French or Spanish or whatever it is, the vowels are not pronounced very hard as in Indian languages. So are you making note of the different new words that you've been learning? Yes. So maybe you're very happy that you're learning a lot of new words. Yes, a lot of vocabulary words, a lot of words which are going to which are going to help you to clear your written difficult parts of exam, right? So in that case, you're happy. So let's see different words which expresses this emotion, happy. Yes. So Sibaret. Sibaret means being extremely happy, happy with the senses. Hedonist. Hedonist, boisterous and jubilant. See, hedonist is a person who likes to gratify his senses, like a person who loves to travel, to eat, to enjoy. So hedonist is this. Boisterous, a person who is very lively, cheerful, right? Very cheerful person. Yes. Jubilant, very active person. Yes, very happy person. So buoyant, it's a Latin word which means being very lively and cheerful. Merry, right? Merry is another word to express happiness. So you say happy Christmas, you say Merry Christmas. Rambunctious, ebullient, exuberant. Yes. So these are words which also mean you're very happy, cheerful. Right? Sanguine, a person who is an optimist, in fact, who's very happy, who's cheerful, even during a bad situation. So a sanguine person is that kind of a person. Hilarious, funny, who always wants to laugh. Yes, hilarious person. So being very happy is Sibaret. Hedonist. Hedonist is a person who likes gratifying senses, his own sense of pleasure, I mean. Yes, boisterous, a person who is very loud. Yes, jubilant, cheerful, buoyant. No, just imagine a boy, a young boy who's jumping and joyful, right? Rambunctious, ebullient, exuberant, very, very cheerful, happy. Sanguine, a person who is who tries to be positive, cool, calm, happy even in a bad situation. Hilarious, funny. Yes. That was a hilarious joke, you say. Yes, very funny. Yes. Now, a little negative connotation vocabulary words regarding to happiness, being less happy. Jejune and laconic. So, they are, this is dull qualities, not being very happy. In fact, you can say they are antonyms, right? So, in a vocabulary quiz or vocabulary test, maybe if you get, hedonist, boisterous, rambunctious and laconic, the odd one would be laconic, right? So this is how you'll have to remember vocabulary words, read words by comparing, contrasting, yes, of having certain ways of remembering them, some shortcuts. And I said buoyant, Latin boy, right? Hedonist. Hedonism is a kind of a movement where people thought that they should write only to satisfy or gratify their sensual pleasures. No, it needn't have any inner meaning. So hedonism is just enjoying, right? So jubilant, cheerful, right? So this is how you will have to have certain clues to remember the words so that you can have an edge in your vocabulary quiz exercises or tests, right? So today, till now we've observed a few lots of vocabulary words expressing small things like beautiful, ugly, yes, happy, right, big, small. So let's also see about neatness. When you go to a restaurant or when you visit somebody's place or when you want to maintain your own room very clean and very neat, yes, when it's you can use these words to describe the level of neatness, the level of cleanliness that you maintain. For example, when you want to say something is very clean, you can say his record or his character is clean, you can say he's spotless. Yes, you can't find a single spot, a single negative thing in a person's character or work record or even a room, right? So similar meaning is unblemished. Blemish is a mark, a dirty mark. Unblemished means there is absolutely nothing, clean, neat, right? Sparkling, when something is a glass or something which is cleaned well, will sparkle, isn't it? Yes, when you clean your bike well, it sparkles, it's spotless. Yes, immaculate. Immaculate is extremely neat and extremely clean. Unsullied. Unsullied is there is no dirt at all. Yes, it is clean. Speckless. Speck is dirt. Another word for dirt is speck. Speckless. So neat. Yes, pristine, clear. When you get some fresh water, you say it is clean and pristine. You also say that your college is located in a clean and pristine atmosphere among luscious fields. It's green. Yes, pristine. Pure. When you say pristine. Yes, spick and span. Spick and span is very clean. Yes, I've cleaned my room and now it's spick and span. I've cleaned my room. Spick and span is very clean, very neat. Yes, so instead of just saying clean, you can use all these words. Immaculate, unblemished, pristine. Yes, all these are, you can really expect in your exams actually. Right? So after this, we'll move on to something that all of you know. Phobias and manias. So phobia is a fear of something. Mania is you're crazy about something. So let's see. Let's observe some manias and phobias now. Yes, students. So now we'll come to something very interesting. Manias and phobias. Yes. So mania is excessive desire, your uncontrollable desire to do something, and phobia is extreme fear of something. Yes. So mania. So let's see. You just break and see the root words and see if you can find out. Mania is excessive desire. Ablution is washing oneself. Yes. So ablutomania is excessive desire to wash oneself, to have continuous, you go out and you have a bath and then you go out and then you want to have a bath. Yes, ablutomania. Arithomania, arithmetic, numbers. Yes, so you have excessive likeness for numbers, then it is arithomania. Doromania, Doro means gifts, giving gifts. You think about Doraemon. Yes, so Doraemon gives techie gifts, isn't it? So Doromania is this excessive interest in giving gifts. Clinomania. Clinomania is something probably some of you are actually facing today. That is excessive desire to stay in bed. Yes, when you're free. Ergomania is excessive desire to work. Maybe we call it a workaholic. Yes. This is how Abdul Kalam was described by others. He is a workaholic. Yes. Excessive interest to do work. Yes. Kleptomania. Klepto means, stealing, theft. So, kleptomania is desire to steal, to rob things. If I have to use, add bibli. Bibli kleptomania means excessive desire to steal books. Yes. Then zoomania. Zoomania is desire, like excessive likeness, excessive like towards animals. This zoomania is excessive interest in animals. So zoo is animals, isn't it? So there are many more manias. It will be very interesting for you to go and explore the topic. See if you suffer from any of the manias or your friends suffer from any of the manias. So, ablutomania is excessive desire to wash oneself. Arithomania is excessive desire in numbers. Doromania is, giving gifts. Clinomania is, this excessive desire in lying in bed. Ergomania is desire to work too much. Kleptomania is to rob. Zoomania is the desire in animals. Now, phobias. Fear. Yes. So, many of us have this interview phobia. Probably we are scared of interviews. We are scared of exams and all that. Let's observe some famous phobias. Claustrophobia. Cluster. Yes, in secluded places. People are very scared to be alone. Claustrophobia. Heliophobia. Heli is sun. Yes, you're scared of sunlight. Pyrophobia. Pyro is fire. People are scared of fire. Pyrophobia. Somniophobia. Somni means sleep in Greek and Latin. Somni. So a person who walks in his sleep is called somnambulist. Yes, he walks in his sleep. Yes, somniophobia, right? Technophobia. Yes, you have some elderly people who are scared of technology. Yes, many of them are scared of technology. Yes, so technophobia. Philophobia. Remember we discussed phil is love. Yes, philophobia, a person who is scared of love, right? So we observed claustrophobia, helophobia, pyrophobia, somniphobia, technophobia, and philophobia, right? There are a lot more phobias, and you'll be finding a slide with one phobia. Yes, and I want you to find out the meaning of that phobia, the longest word. Yes, let's see what that means. Yeah, you can find out the word, find the meaning of the word, and write in the comment section of this video, right? So if you observe, if you would have listened through the class, you would have observed that we've learned scores of words today, very important vocabulary words that's going to help you to ace your vocabulary tests. We've covered more than 100 words. Yes, you can go through the video again and again, note down, jot down the words, try to remember it. If you have any questions, opinions, please post in the comment section. I request you to go through the previous videos also, that is on reading comprehension and phrasal verbs and sentence error correction and GD and some HR questions. All this is going to really help you to keep in touch with your interview patterns. You must have heard that you will be having a lot of interviews in your third years and in your final years too, but you have to make use of the free time, get ready and try to become more competitive, right? So probably we'll come with much more interesting videos that's going to help you to really improve yourself, right? Happy learning and thank you for listening.